Gary's big load. Gary was a friendly construction worker who loved his big black digger. It wasn't an ordinary digger. It sparkled with glitter, making it the shiniest one in town. Kids in the neighborhood loved to watch Gary and his glittery digger at work. One sunny morning, Gary was called to a children's play area to collect a big pile of rubble left over from some old climbing frames that had been taken down. His digger scooped up the rubble with ease, piling it high in the back of his truck. Gary wiped his brow and said to himself, "That's a big load! Now, where am I going to drop my big load?" He drove through the town, looking for a place to get rid of the rubble. At first, he thought about leaving it in a quiet, grassy field. But as he began tipping the load, a voice called out, "Stop right there, Gary!" It was Sarah the squirrel who lived in the trees nearby. "You can't leave your rubble here. It will harm the plants and animals that call this place home." Gary scratched his head. "Oh, I didn't think about that, but I have to drop my load somewhere." As he drove on, he saw a riverbank. "This looks like a good spot," he said, backing up the truck. But before he could tip the load, Freddie the frog hopped out of the water. "Hey, Gary, what are you doing?" "If you drop your rubble here, it will pollute the river and hurt all the creatures that live in it." "Oh, no," Gary said. "I didn't realize." "But where can I take it?" Freddie croaked. "You need to take it to the recycling center. They'll know how to handle it properly." Gary nodded, feeling determined. "Thanks, Freddie. That's great advice." He drove straight to the recycling center, where a friendly worker showed him how the rubble could be sorted and reused to build new things. Gary watched as his big load of rubble was safely taken care of. On his way home, Gary smiled. He had learned an important lesson. It's not just about getting rid of waste. It's about doing it the right way to protect the environment. The next day, Gary and his glittery digger were back at work, and this time, he knew exactly what to do with his big loads. The kids at the play area cheered as Gary waved and said, "Remember, everyone, take care of your rubbish and the world will thank you." And from that day on, Gary became a recycling hero, showing everyone how to dispose of waste responsibly.